What's going on? Just doing a test stream, seeing if I can stream effectively on my phone. Also, if you have not seen the poll that I put in my community page, you should go over and I'm going to let it run for the rest of tonight and let me know what time you want me to do live streams. There's a different range of times. They're all in Eastern, so keep that in mind if you're out west. And let me know when you want me to live stream. Please don't be shy either. Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. This is just a test stream. Probably won't be streaming for too long, but yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna see how streaming does on my phone here, or if it's just faster on my laptop. Don't be shy. Say if you got any questions, ask me what's up in the chat. Okay, never streamed on my phone before. I'm trying to figure out chat. Okay. What will we be chatting about? So Q&As, political topics surrounding the day. Um, any issues you guys want to talk about, of course, within YouTube's terms of service, because they are strict in terms of things we can and can't say. But if you do want to talk about something controversial, just, change the word up a little bit. There's easy ways to get around it. But yeah, chatting about politics, I mean, really, you can talk about whatever we want. I mean, it doesn't have to be about politics. I'll answer any questions. And yes, when I do go live, I'll be on camera as well. I got everything set up now, so that's good. Hey, Michelle, and hey, Debbie from Calgary. How are you doing? Also, if you haven't seen the poll on my community page, go have a look at it and vote on which time you would prefer me to go live every day. I'll probably not do every day, like 5 to 6 days. Maybe take like a Sunday off. But yeah, well, if you want it 5 p.m. or 7 p.m., all times are in Eastern, so just let me know. Greetings from GTA, Ontario. Great to chat. Great to catch a live with Dan. Yeah, nice to see you. I'm actually in Hamilton, so I'm in. I guess that's technically outside of the Greater Toronto area, but yeah, I used to live in Burlington, so I'm very familiar with the GTA. Hey, how's it going, Dan the man? Keep up the great work, man. Hey, then, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Always appreciate the support, and without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this at all. So it's always much appreciated to have the support from you guys and everyone. What do you think of the Alberta separation? Honestly, I think that even if it did happen, it's so far away from coming to fruition because you have to develop a military, a healthcare system, currency. You're also landlocked, right? So it's if it does happen, it would take years and years at least. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we can get this country fixed and the separation talk can kind of go down, and we can all be a one big, great, thriving country again. But we'll have to get the current government out of office before that happens. I think I have no faith whatsoever. Very much appreciate having to support you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Are you guys watching the Olympics at all? I've just been checking out the highlights for the hockey games, but I haven't really paid too much attention to it. Yeah, I hear you. It's I used to be like super into sports, but now, I mean, hockey I've just backed off completely because I've been a Leaf fan for like 30 years and just tired of getting absolutely nothing out of it. But I watch football, and that's pretty much it now. Yeah. I remember back in the day when Canadians were actually patriotic. I'm not blaming you for not feeling that way. I'm not patriotic. I'm not feeling very patriotic right now either. But back in the day, everyone was like, "Yeah, go Canada." They'd watch sports they'd never even watched before just to cheer on the Canadian athletes. And now people are like, "Yeah, I don't really care because this country kind of sucks." You don't want to make everything political, but at the same time, it's like, what's there to be proud of right now? You're a Chargers fan? Get out, really? Me too. How long have you been a Chargers fan? I rarely ever meet a Chargers fan, so I'm excited right now. Caring about Canada's decline shows patriotism. We have a higher standard. Yeah, that is true. Go Niners. That's my dad's favorite team. The Niners. I don't know if you were watching football in the '90s, but they were the ones who actually beat my Chargers in the Super Bowl in '95. But that was before I was a football fan, to be fair. But Charger board and Charger bread, very nice, good. Yeah, me too. I'm loyal to that team because they're actually putting in effort to try to win. Doesn't mean they're going to, but you got the quarterback, the coach, shaking things up. They're spending the money. Proud of any Canadian trying to open the eyes of liberals to show what they are ignoring. Very true. I'm a '91 child. Alex Smith and Frank Gore. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Alex Smith. That was you know, all of a sudden Jim Harbaugh comes along and this guy can play quarterback now. But that's what Jim Harbaugh does. He gets the best out of his quarterback, the best out of his players. Hopefully, he'll do that with the Chargers too. But yeah, Frank Gore, he was man, what a player he was. Remember that defense then back then too, in the probably what 15 years ago or so when they had Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman as their linebackers. Nuts. Great teams. Sorry, I'm also just trying to play around with things as well. For some reason, it's not letting me type in the chat. Hmm. I touched something on my phone and then everything went to nothing. Oh, really? Yeah, that's the tough thing about Super Bowls and the 49ers. You're 0-3 in your last three, but you have such a great historic franchise who has lots of. Oh, the stream is. Oh, oh, Canada won today. Okay, cool. I figured they'd beat Czechia. They're not too great. I am originally from Ottawa, moved to Alberta 8 years ago. I have not been back to my hometown of 53 years since. Wow. I bet that I wouldn't recognize. Yeah, you probably wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not on camera. I'm just on my phone to. This is just a test stream. We're not going to be doing this very long, but thought I would just test it on my phone. I'm trying to see which is a better option if I do it on my phone or my laptop. But I'm thinking it's going to be the laptop, but just wanted to have a look here, kind of play around with the settings on my phone. You did great work, Dan. Concise and effective. Thank you. No, thank you for all your support. I appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be able to do this without you. I remember when I first started, I would only get maybe like a dozen views on videos that I put out, and now usually I get a few thousand at least, if not more. So it's and again, wouldn't be able to do that if you guys didn't click on the videos and hit that like button, share and subscribe. It helps out a lot. I appreciate it. McKinnon, Crosby, McJesus, Celebrini, and McCarr should be illegal for a power play line. Yeah, no kidding, eh? I mean, that's pretty wild. Have you passed the test, Dan? Which test is that? I passed some tests in my life, but I don't know which one you're talking about. uh, okay. Biddington was solid in the pipes. Not much threat, but great saves. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I mean, Czechia, they got a couple good players, but I think the interesting preliminary game for Canada is going to be Switzerland, because those Switzerland, Norway, Latvian teams, like they don't have star power, but they play a more Canadian team oriented style where they hit. They're smart, they're fast, and if you can do all those three things, you don't need much skill to win. Problem is though, Canada and like the United States have so much skill, though they're gonna win most of the time. But at Switzerland, they're always an interesting team. Probably talking about this being a test. Oh yeah. Have you passed the test? Yeah, phone or laptop? I think it's gonna be laptop. I got a little mini setup here in my room because I got a bunch of other stuff in the other room that I used to do make videos in. So I started just streaming off camera in my room or making videos off camera in my room, but a lot of people said they want me back on camera, so I will be doing that when I am streaming. This is just a test streaming though. I've had a miss since I was 18 years old. Also, and that's the real hard part. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Here's a coffee. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And, you know, if you can donate, I appreciate it. I am trying to do this full time. I don't quite make enough money yet through Google Page ads, so donations definitely help towards that. Also, if you want to, join as a membership, it's $5 a month. Just helps push me further towards that goal of doing this full time and streaming all the time and making more videos. But no pressure. I know money's tight for a lot of people. If you can't, no worries at all. Just wanted to put that out there. Got any extra displays? They're helpful. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do any of that kind of stuff on this phone. I don't really stream very often either, but I do need to start doing that more. Well, I will be doing that more. I have a question for everyone. What would you do with a husband of 20 years that suffers from a Trump brainworm? Leave or oh, I mean, I would never be one to suggest, to break up a marriage unless it was something really, really bad. But try to convince him. Like a lot of people seem to either love or hate him, and I'm kind of like, eh. Like there's some things he's done, like the tax breaks, a booming economy, but you know, a lot of people they're just like they love him or they hate him, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm neutral with him. I am a conservative boomer. Became a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. A lot of people in Canada have TDS. They lose their job and they think it's Trump's fault. It's like I just lost my job and admitted it was my fault because I wasn't, you know, up to par with what they wanted, so they let me go. That's not Trump's fault. That's on me. So, but every time something bad happens, they walk in their kitchen, they stub their toe, and they're like, "Oh, that damn Donald Trump! It's his fault." It's like, no, watch where you're going. Okay, just checking out some of the features here. Oh, hmm. Yeah, it's kind of weird doing this from your phone, but either way, how are you guys doing today? Feeling optimistic about the country's future, or are you still worried? So let me see if I can put this in a poll. Let me see if I can spell first. Just typing up a poll. Sorry, I'm just trying to get used to this here. Okay. Alright, I just started a poll. Elbows up is kind of sad. We all did that during the start of NAFTA, and all of us ended up shopping at Walmart and Amazon. The TDS folks tend not to have good memory and are emotion, not logic based. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are like that, where it's, something happens, they immediately go to, okay, how does this make me feel? And then it's like, okay, then that's the truth. It's like, no, you got to analyze your feelings and your thoughts and understand that, something might make you upset, but sometimes it's not logical. It's hard for a lot of people to do, myself included. All right, so far, not a whole lot of optimism. I understand completely. I am conservative boomers from Vancouver. Oh, nice. I heard it's really nice out in Vancouver these days. You'll get back on your feet, bro. Keep pushing for some and get with Nixon, Sterling, or Society Unveiled. Yeah, there's going to be some collaborations coming as well. I've talked to Society Unveiled. That's probably going to happen sometime in the future. Anita Krishna, I'm not sure if you guys know who she is. She lost her job during COVID because she didn't want to take the jab. And, she's been on Jimmy Dore's podcast. She has a lot of connections, knows a lot of people. I think her and I are going to be doing some X Spaces in the future as well, if you guys are on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Anita is a wonderful person. She's very nice, and she's very smart and too, and she's really based. And she's like, if you ever have the chance to talk to her, like, she's hilarious too. Like, she's really funny. My emotions override logic when it comes to the Leafs, Ferrari, F1, and other sport. Yeah, when I was watching the Chargers Patriots game, I was calm. Like, I kept calm. I'm way better at doing that now than I used to be. But yeah, it was. Sports have just been a thing that has just constantly give me nothing but disappointment, even though I put so much time into it. So I definitely backed off on that. People are quick to blame somebody else instead of owning up and doing all they can to make things better or even start making change. The old saying, Rome wasn't built in it. Yep, that's true. Well said. Oh, the weather's not good in Vancouver. I heard it was nice out there last week. A couple people like Brittany and Mark Nixon. I think they're both from BC. They were saying it was nice. It's been miserable and cold out here in Ontario, though. We got pounded about a week and a half ago with snow, and it's all still here. No rain, no warm days to get rid of it. Don't have cable and not paying to watch the. Yep, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't watch cable either. I just use DAZN for football, and with everything else, like with sports highlights or if I watch podcasts or whatever, I'm just using YouTube. I don't, I don't, I don't really much cable at all. Toronto is seeing much better weather recently. Yeah, I come from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. In the winter, I call it St. Misery, Ontario. I would imagine it is very, very cold up there. I had a friend from high school who moved up to, oh, not Peterborough, or not Sault Ste. Marie, not Peterborough. What's the other city up there? It's a smaller town. I just can't remember the name. I can't remember. Oh, Thunder Bay. I had this friend of mine move up to Thunder Bay, and she said it's insanely cold in the winter. And by the way, sorry about like if you hear me sniffing or my voice is kind of shaky. My allergies are really acting up today, but it always gets better as the day goes along. We have been in the plus for weeks here in Calgary. Really? Wow. Thunder Bay is nice in summer, deadly and yeah. Yeah, it'd be a really cool spot to visit in the summer, I think. I've never been up there though. Dude, my dad was born in Wawa. Is that like really North Ontario? That sounds familiar. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong place. I almost want to look it up on my map, but if I touch. Hold on, I'm gonna try something here and see if it screws up the stream. Oh, sorry. It looks. Yeah. See, the thing that sucks too. Like if I want to like change my screen or look at something else, it'll disconnect the stream on my phone. Where on my laptop, I can just like share one screen, and then if I'm playing a video or something, I could look and find some other stuff to look at while you guys are watching the video, and I can share that screen and then look at other screens. But on this phone, although I do have an old phone, so using an Android, I need to upgrade that. Start putting your face and using computer for videos. I For my videos, I always use my laptop. I was just doing a test stream on my phone here to see if that was something that would be like maybe like once in a while, like if I'm not home or something and something happens, maybe like jump on. But I think like for regular daily live streams, it's better to use the laptop. But I'll hang out here for a little bit longer. No, it's north above the Great Lakes. Okay. Moose and Nixon are good at it. It takes work, but you're good with information. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's something to get used to, right? You're just used to making basic videos. And then you're doing live, and next thing you know, you got to think on your feet. People are asking questions, so it's a bit different. But I've done a few of them before. I've probably only done maybe like 7 or 8 in the 2.5 years I've been doing this. So all right, we got 10 votes in the poll here. Are you optimistic about the future of Canada? Let me know what you think. Most people are saying no. Oh, it looks like you guys know each other, eh? That's cool. See, that's the good thing about the internet. People come in, start chatting, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, hey, I know this person. It's a small world sometimes. I think the problem with doing these like after, like, I think the best time for me to do a live stream is probably around somewhere between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, because I know a lot of you are out west, and if I stream at 5 p.m. or 4 p.m., a lot of you guys are at work, right? Or maybe you got something else to do, hanging out with your grandkids or something in the afternoon. And a lot of people who I've talked to say that they like watching my videos later at night. So, and again, any questions you guys have or suggestions, please let me know in the chat. 8 p.m. Okay. I know Northern Perspective. Like I'm not going to stream Sundays. That's their day. But yeah, I figure I'll do something like 7 or 8 p.m. because in Ontario, I think we're what 2 hours ahead. So if I do 8, that's 6. So yeah, that seems like maybe a good time. Yeah, it's funny too. Like if I make a video and I put it out at 4 or 5 o'clock, it doesn't ever do well. But when I put them out at 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30, they seem to do a lot better. Chinooks are so nice. +9. Wow. Yeah, it'll get cold, but it'll warm up as well. Hello, Dubé. Was just listening to a call-in show on the Western Standard. Marty up north was hosting. Now Media Group had a good show this morning too. Lots of good content now. Not enough hours. Yeah, there's lots of us, and lots of us. And some of them are, like look at Jasmine Lane and Northern Perspective and Clinton Jaws and the Pleb and Mr. Sunshine. There's so many people who have, hundreds of thousands of subscribers making a good living for themselves and their family. It's good stuff. 8 in Vancouver. I kind of wish I was in Vancouver. Many hands make light work. It's great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I was gonna say it's similar like that. It's like -7 here in Hamilton. Crappy liberal Hamilton. When you live in a riding like Hamilton Center, you're just kind of used to seeing a bunch of liberal people. Or I try not to call them names, even though I want to because they piss me off. But try to keep it clean. We do want to convince some of these people to come over to the right side, but sometimes I get frustrated, as you can tell. Too gray. Return to cold winters is welcomed, helps reduce invasive species like the Asian longhorned beetle. Should any still remain? Oh, I didn't even know about that. Hamilton has severely changed. I only visit for rock games. Yeah, it's changed and it's getting more expensive, and yet, the crime is going up, and I mean downtown is it's like a zombie apocalypse almost. There's so many people just strung out on drugs. Like there's people who will just blatantly walk right across the street, and they'll cross King Street or Main Street on a busy time, and they don't even look. They just start walking, and they almost get hit. It's crazy. It's -8, feels 8. Yeah, it's cold. But we got a few more months until it gets warm. Brother, if only you could have seen what I've seen in Toronto. Oh, I can imagine. It's probably like Hamilton, but a few times worse because it's so much bigger. The more bigger the city, the more crazies there are. Did you guys see Mark Nixon and Plebs stream the other night? They collabed together. It was pretty good. They just did like a Q&A period, but they use StreamYard, which is more of a professional setup. And I think Anita used that too. She had me on her show, and I've had her on mine. And she had StreamYard, and it seemed like a way more professional setup. So I think I'm going to maybe invest in that once some more money comes in. I love the Pleb. Yeah, he's a good dude. He actually had me on his show for like a 10-minute period there. This is probably about a year and a half ago. But yeah, he seems like a pretty good dude. But yeah, Mark Nixon, Society Unveiled. I don't want to say all the names because I'm going to leave someone out and piss someone off. I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, they did a great job, in my opinion. Nixon and Pleb are solid dude. Yeah, they are. Yeah. We're all on Team Canada, so... except if you're a liberal. I've been skipping QP in the House of Commons. Has anyone yet called for resignation of those who voted for the use of war powers against the peaceful protesters? I have not seen... I've seen some question periods. I haven't noticed anyone call for any resignation, so I don't think so. But I'll be honest with you, when I watch question period, because they have some of it in French, so there's some parts I skip through. Even though they have the translator, I don't know. I don't really like listening to the French parts. So sometimes I skip and I miss things. But I haven't seen it. All right, a little bit more optimistic or optimism, I should say, in the poll. Only 24% feel yes, but it was only at 17 earlier. So there's a couple people feeling a bit more optimistic, having a little bit of hope. I'm still trying to figure out if they built nine or nine. Isn't that sad? They promised 500,000. They built nine. Elbows up. Do you guys think there's going to be a spring election? We have to have hope because all that's what's left. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, and you see people who live their lives and they don't have hope and they don't have ambitions or goals or dreams, and they're some of the most miserable people you'll ever meet. And I've been there. You know, had a lot of issues with my mental health before, and next thing you know, you can't control your mind. You let the depression take over, and it ruins your life. I would love there to be a spring election. Yeah, me too. If it produces a good result, but if it produces a liberal majority, then it's going to be a lot harder to have hope. Yeah, streaming on the phone is kind of weird. Yeah, if there is an election, it's a bit of a risk, but hopefully in the next couple months, people start to realize, hey, this Carney guy, he's not doing what he said he was going to do. But the problem is, if he tricks people into, giving him a majority, then you're going to see a lot of things just change immediately. All of a sudden, like he'll just start selling things off to China. In my opinion, like we would be in big trouble over the next probably 2 3 years. The immigration would be insane. Healthcare would be overwhelmed. The housing is going to go up. Affordability is going to go down. But he'll have a majority, so we won't be able to get rid of him for another couple of years, and that's a tough thing to think about. We need Carney out 100%. Speaking to people and humbling myself helped with my mental health. Hospital security and now, oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad you got better, man. It's tough. And a lot of people don't have tools to get better. For me, like I needed like hormone replacement therapy because my testosterone and my vitamin D was so low. My doctor like freaked out when she saw it. But they don't really test those things very often for young men, and they need to start doing that. Another old saying: "Tell a lie hard enough and long enough." Yep. It's weird because you have to pause the stream to talk, and that just seems, yeah, that is weird. After COVID, my mental health took a hit. Can't take meds due to another medical condition. Makes life a lot tougher. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope, whatever health issues you're going through, you get better. But yeah, a lot of people's health took a mental hit with COVID too. That was a really strange and dark time. I cannot understand anyone supporting Carney at this point. It's shameful. It is, but there's a lot of people who like him. There's even people who like Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre. There's people who actually like both. It's strange. I cannot understand anyone. Yep, I like your videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All the support means so much to me. Wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. Oh, can you hear the audio? Oh, there we go. Okay. Pierre is the only hope I have for Canada's future. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I do not trust politicians. I've only ever voted Conservative once, and it's because of Pierre. If he resigned and he had someone like Doug Ford take over, I would never vote for the Conservatives again. At least not with Doug Ford, because that dude's a liberal. He wouldn't change anything. Oh, it looks like my phone's starting to freeze now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end the stream here. I appreciate it though. I will be making a few videos tonight for you guys, and then we'll see what time we do the live stream. So that will likely be starting tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. Maybe I'll even do a short one tonight. But thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I will talk with you later. And thanks again for all your support and the communication. I appreciate it. Cheers, guys. Take care.